What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the podcast. For today's episode, somebody suggested this. I do see the comments, you guys, and I do reply. I listen to you guys. So if you guys ever want me to talk about a particular topic or something like that, or if you're going through something or struggling through something and just want my opinion, some advice, or what I think about it, let me know. Comment on my videos, comment on my social media posts like Instagram, TikTok. So today I am talking about something that a lot of people struggle with. You're probably struggling with this, or you have struggled with it, or you might in the future, And it's something not talked about enough, in my opinion. Cutting friends off, cutting family off. And it's not just about physically removing somebody from your life, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually. A lot of people think that they cut somebody off just because they stopped talking to them, they blocked them on social media, they deleted the pictures, threw away the gifts, but there is way more to it. Because days later, weeks later, months later, years later, people are probably still thinking about this particular person. Think about that right now. You probably don't talk to somebody that you used to talk to, that you used to be friends with, a family member, but do you still think about them? You might. You're probably still angry, you're still upset, you're still sad, whatever it is that they did to you, you still feel some type of way. You're still playing old conversations in your head, thinking about them, wishing that things ended up differently. You're still emotionally attached. So have you really cut those people off? No, at least not completely. But that's why I'm here, to talk about it, to let you know what's up, how you can actually completely cut somebody off, and to let you know that cutting people off is one of the biggest acts of self-care that you can do for yourself. You might find it really hard to cut people off. I know I found it hard. It took me some time to grow the fucking balls to just say that this is enough. Like, I am done with this person. I'm done with these people. I don't care what they say. I'm not going to think about their feelings. I'm thinking about my feelings now. I'm fucking prioritizing myself. And honestly, it's not a struggle to cut off strangers. You met somebody and you're like, nah, fuck this person, right? Well, you might think that is hard, because honestly, it's really not hard, but it can be hard in the beginning. You might just find it really fucking hard. Is cutting off friends and family. You struggle with cutting off people that you've known for years, friends with family, just because they're family. And it's understandable, in a way, because we've been taught that family is family. You can't cut family off. Family is always gonna be there with you. Family is always going to support you. Da 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 da. But that ain't true. Because your family really fucking supported you and been there with you through everything? Probably fucking not. We've been taught that loyalty means sticking around no matter what. Basically putting up with people's shit. We've been taught that saying no is selfish, that it's mean. We've been taught that prioritizing ourselves, loving ourselves, is wrong, is weird. But why would you still keep people around who drain your energy, takes advantage of your kindness, doubts you, doubts everything that you're doing, disrespects your boundaries, and just makes you feel like shit every time you hang around with them? Why are you still there? Because they're family? Because you've known them for years? Because they're your childhood best friend? Because you're afraid of hurting their feelings, of what they're gonna say and how they're going to think of you now? When they probably haven't even given a fuck about you. They haven't thought about your feelings. They've probably been hurting you for years, because them telling you shit like that, saying you're selfish for saying no to them, for prioritizing you, not hanging out with them like that anymore, growing and just choosing positive change and positivity, those are not the people that you want to keep around you. They're hurting you. They're doubting you. So why the fuck would you still want them in your life? It's time for you to put your happiness first. You have to stop thinking, what are they going to think? What are they going to say? You have to really think about it. What is it costing you? It's costing you your happiness and your fucking peace, your mental health, your goals, your confidence, your self-love. A lot of people spend years sacrificing themselves for other people's happiness, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to be that person. You will then wonder why you feel so empty, why you're unhappy, why you're not at peace with yourself. You can't continuously put everybody else's needs first before your own and expect to feel fulfilled. Self-love requires you to choose yourself. And sometimes, a lot of the times, choosing yourself means walking away from people. So it's time that you cut off people that continuously drain you. Not everyone deserves immediate access to your life. Not everybody deserves to be in your life forever. A lot of people show up only when they need something. They will only call you when they need help, but then they're there criticizing you with everything that you're doing. A lot of people won't celebrate your wins because they want you to stay small because they don't want to feel uncomfortable from your growth. And it's those people that you feel exhausted with every time you have a conversation with them because they just don't get you. They don't understand you and they hate on you. You want to make them understand you, but they just won't. It's okay, they won't understand. They're just not at your level. It's cool. Stop trying to make them understand. They will not understand you because they don't want to. And pay attention to that. Pay attention to those people. They're not giving you anything in return. You're trying to help them out. You want them to understand you. You might be, join me. Let's grow together. You might give them some game, but they don't want it and they don't want to grow. They don't want growth. They're not going to grow. You think they're going to allow you to grow? No, especially if you keep hanging out with them. You want people who are telling you game back, who you can learn from, who want you to grow, who are going to support you and motivate you, and who are going to grow with you. People just be outgrowing people. You don't need to fight with somebody. You don't need to argue just because they don't want to understand you. There doesn't have to be this dramatic ending on bad terms with negative energy. No, you don't need all that. It's just a realization where you're like, you know what? This relationship, friendship is just not healthy for me anymore. And that's fucking enough. If you realize that, you can walk away. You don't owe nobody an explanation. You might tell them, hey, you know what? I feel like this, like that. You do this and that. If you want to talk about it, they want to talk about it, okay. But a lot of people get offended and they don't want to talk about it and they'll call you weird and different and all this stuff. But it is what it is. You walk away and that's that. And let me tell you something. Some family might be watching this. And it's all good. Like, I don't hate on nobody. I don't hate on none of them. I even tell them like straight up, I barely go to family gatherings, to family parties and stuff like that. It's once in a while when I might go. In the beginning, I was not going. I was not going at all to any family parties or gatherings or anything like that because I just really wanted to protect my energy. I wasn't as confident as I am now. It was in that time where I was quitting alcohol and stuff like that. So I just didn't want no temptation. I was just really pouring into myself and I didn't need other people there draining me or negative vibes and stuff like that. I unfollowed all family from social media and a lot of them felt some type of way. All good. If you want to unfollow me back, okay. If you want to keep following me, okay. And I unfollowed all friends as well because our friendship isn't defined by a follow. And with family too, that doesn't mean I have beef with you. Social media is my job. I want to follow people that truly inspire me. I want to see motivational stuff. If you really want to catch up or hang out, text me, call me. And that's where you see who the fuck is really there supporting you. That's how I saw. All the family that unfollowed me, I'm like, it spoke for itself. Like, you obviously never supported me. And honestly, like, there wasn't a difference. Family and friends were watching what I was doing. They were never liking a post, commenting, reposting, sharing my stuff. None of that. So it's like, unfollowing you wasn't like all that. At first it was. I was like, fuck, they're going to think some type of way. They're going to unfollow me. But like, what the fuck can unfollow? Like, if they unfollowed me, okay. It's like they weren't following me already. Yeah, they were watching everything I was doing, but they weren't supportive. I was like, fuck that. Like, I don't care. I don't care what all these people are going to think, what they're going to say. I know I'm not doing this because I have beef with them or anything like that. I don't want that energy on my social media. Like, it's a job for me. Like, this ain't just all fun and games. And however they want to see it, that's how they see it. That is their perspective. And it is what it is. I didn't block nobody. Like, why the fuck am I going to block people? I'm not going to block people. That's just an extra step, and like I just really don't care. And I get questions about it all the time, like, oh, but their family, how do you do it? I feel like a lot of people think of it as you're ending on this negative term with people, but it's not. I hear it all the time. Oh, but their family, I can't cut them off. Okay, but are they supportive? Do they respect you? Do they encourage your growth? Do they celebrate your happiness? Do they care about your well-being? Because real love doesn't constantly tear you down and criticize you. Real love doesn't manipulate you. Real love doesn't make you feel guilty for setting boundaries. Real love doesn't take advantage of your kindness. A lot of people stay in unhealthy relationships because they're afraid of losing that love. You guys, that is not love. If you feel like you have to give in order to be loved, that's not real love. You're over here pleasing people and you think that by you being there, pleasing them, saying yes all the time is love. That is not love. They're manipulating you. They're abusing of your kindness. You think that's love, what you're holding on to, but it's not. It's something that you're familiar with. It's guilt. It's fear of being alone. Because let me tell you that love and suffering is not the same thing. You don't need everybody to like you. You're probably staying around toxic people because you want to be liked. You want approval. You want validation. You want everyone to love you. But here's the issue. When you need everybody to like you, you become an easy target to be manipulated. You will always say yes when you truly want to say no. You overextend yourself. You abandon your own needs. You ignore red flags. You'll tolerate all types of disrespect, all because you're afraid that somebody won't approve of you. The more that you love yourself, the less you will need of external validation. You won't need no type of external validation. The more fucking confident that you become, the less power other people's opinions have over your life. Let's talk about the people-pleasing trap real quick. Let's say you're working on your goals, you're focused, you're productive, you're working hard, you're finally making progress, and then you get a phone call. They need help. They need a favor. They need your time. You tell them that you're busy, but they hit you with the, oh, I thought you were my friend. I thought you loved me. You've changed. Oh, I guess you really don't care about me. And suddenly, what do you feel? You feel fucking guilty. So you stop what you're doing. You drop everything. You put yourself on hold just to go and help them. And a few hours later, you're back home. Your work didn't get done. Your goals were pushed to the side. Your energy is gone. That momentum that you had, that workflow, it's gone. And now you're frustrated with yourself. You just knew you wanted to say no. It was right there. You wanted to say no, but you didn't. That is people pleasing. You going to help them, that is not kindness. You're not being kind. You don't know what being kind is because you're not kind to yourself first. You weren't kind to yourself. You hurt yourself. You're going over there to help them, but you're going in this negative state, in this like negative mood with this negative vibe because you don't want to go. You truly do not want to help them. Your time is valuable. You're not prioritizing yourself. You're treating your own priorities like they're fucking optional. Like, dude, no. When you truly, truly love yourself, you'll know that you'll be okay whether people stay or leave from your life. You completely stop depending on other people. You stop needing everybody to approve of you, to like you. You won't need that constant validation from others. You realize that your worth is not determined by who is in your life. You feel whole on your own. You feel fucking complete on your own. You feel so fucking loved because you love yourself. And from that place, relationships feel like a bonus, not a necessity. When cutting people off, emotional detachment is the final step. If you really want to cut off somebody, cut them off physically. And everything, you guys, okay? Like everything. Gifts, delete pictures, do all that. All of that is necessary. Don't think about the, oh, but what if we get together again? Oh, but what if our friendship rekindles again in the future? Why would you even want to rekindle with this negative person who keeps draining you? They might change, they might not, but why would you play with that? Why would you stay with that 50-50? Like, you have to think about the present moment, your life right now, your priorities. And this is the part that a lot of people skip, that emotional detachment step. If you're still carrying anger, resentment, or any type of emotion that is related to them, they're still within you. They're still living in your head. Freedom comes when you finally release all of that emotional stuff. And that doesn't mean pretending like nothing happened. When it comes to your head, you're just letting it go, like pushing it away, like no. No, you have to deal with that. And it doesn't mean that what they did was acceptable. It just means that you're no longer allowing them to control nothing in your life. You have to release the anger. You're probably carrying a lot of anger towards a certain person from years ago. And every time you think about that person, the anger comes back. You're building that attachment with them even more. I think about it as this string. It's like, it's energy, energy is real. And just imagine it's this string and you're just making it stronger. That anger is keeping that connection alive. That person might be physically gone from your life, but mentally, emotionally, they're still in your life. You're still attached to them. That is why healing matters. That's why journaling is important. Meditating, healthy emotional release is important. Write down how you're feeling about this person. Write them a letter. You don't have to send them the letter, but you just want to let everything out, express the anger, because you probably haven't expressed the anger. Maybe you had a fight with them, they did you wrong, they never apologized. That's what a lot of people always look for. You want an apology when most of the time you are not going to get one, and that is okay. You don't need their apology to forgive them. You have to forgive them. Doesn't make what they did acceptable, but that way you are emotionally letting them go and you are not allowing them to control your emotions anymore. You don't want to be angry, and that's how you will learn from that situation. You won't allow something like that to happen again. You won't allow those type of people into your life, because when you're still angry at that, you're kind of manifesting that in a way. You're going to attract angry people, because when you have that vision, you keep replaying that in your head, what they did to you, it's going to become reality. Somebody else is going to do that to you. You have to find healthy ways to release that anger, the resentment, any type of emotion. And it's different for everybody. It might take you longer than somebody else. It might be faster for you. Scream. Go on walks, whatever makes you feel good. Meditate, stay with that emotion, feel it, okay? If you feel angry, feel it, but then let it go. Say you're letting it go. Say, you know what, anger, I let you go. I don't need you in my life anymore. I forgive this person. I forgive, whatever it is, just let it go in a healthy way. Healing is about getting yourself back, about taking back control of your life, of your emotions, of your thoughts, because you deserve peace. The goal isn't to become cold, to hate people. The goal is peace. It's freedom. It's to fucking love yourself unconditionally. And you gotta protect your energy too. You deserve relationships that inspire you, that support you. True loving relationships. And how the fuck does that start? It starts with you loving yourself. When you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. When you truly love yourself, you know what true love is and how it feels. That's how you'll know your worth. How you will know how you deserve to be treated. You deserve to be surrounded by people that respect your boundaries and that truly understand you. When you love yourself, you will attract other people who also love themselves and will know how to truly love you. But most importantly, you deserve to respect yourself enough to walk away from anything or anyone that no longer serves you. If you're struggling with cutting somebody off right now, remember that you are not a bad person. You're choosing your peace, and you are not selfish for choosing to protect your energy. You are not wrong for setting boundaries, and you do not need permission to walk away from someone who continuously drains you and doubts you and just doesn't support you. The people who genuinely love you will want what's best for you. There are those few people that do understand, and there's a lot of people that don't understand, will take it the wrong way, and that has nothing to do with you. How people see what you are doing has nothing to do with you, and it has everything to do with them. The more you choose yourself, the more your life will begin to change for the better in a positive way. It's going to be full of peace and full of love. So you know what? It's not the cutting people off physically that's that hard. It's more of that emotional step. And it's really not talked about enough of how to emotionally detach. And there ain't much to it, to be honest. It ain't hard. It just takes time and it takes patience, because you will need to practice it a lot. It's going to take a lot of journal entries. It's going to take a lot of meditation sessions. I can't tell you exactly how many, but it's going to take some time. But I really hope that after watching this episode, you finally cut people off completely from your life, taking that first step of physically cutting off people from your life and then working on that emotional step. I really hope that this episode helped you, and if you have any more questions, let me know and send over this video to somebody that you think might need it. Thank you so much for listening or watching to this episode. I will talk to you guys in the next episode. Peace.